Welcome back with Fallout New Vegas. Let's crack open a cold one with the boys. There you go. But there's also no boys here I'm cracking them open with, so I guess it's just me. But if you're out there drinking your fucking Mountain Dew, Dr. Pepper, or whatever the hell you're drinking by yourself, you're cracking one with me here. I'll clink it to the microphone. Probably sound like shit, but okay. Welcome back to part 2. So let me tell you how crazy this is. So when I was growing up, I don't even remember what I had before Time Warner, but I remember when I was uploading videos, we had Time Warner, and I remember it would take me 8 hours to upload like a fucking maybe 720p video in like maybe 8 to 6 hours, 6 to 8 hours maybe, because where I lived it was shit. This is the guy I was like,
hello, can you help me?
And the most I need help in the most bland voice ever.
My girl is trapped by geckos on the ridge and I can't get to her. Please, she's going to die. Go up the path, past the broken radio tower, and go to the right. They're at the top of the trail. But she'll die if you don't help. You will? Thank you for helping me. Please hurry.
Was quick save F5? Yeah, okay. So as I was saying, what was I saying? So yeah, I was like uploading. I remember in high school and middle school trying to upload videos. So what I would do is like, I would like edit the videos very badly, because this is like when I remember like you knew who were like good YouTubers because they had the good editing software. They had Sony Vegas Pro. They weren't using Windows Movie Maker, or they were using like what's the other one? Final Cut Pro. You're like, oh man, they're doing something. Like that's another thing too. So back in the day, it was like you were not like, you didn't have an editor, because I always see it now, like, because usually in the credits of most YouTubers you'll see like who their editor is, because it makes sense. Why would you, like, that's how the industry did too. Like in the film and television, you had editors, you had your dedicated, like, you know, sound designer and shit like that. So why would you not do it? But at first it was just one person did fucking everything, and they would learn about it. Like when I was trying to go to college for cinematography, that's why I basically was trying to major in cinematography, but what I really wanted to do was just editing, and wanted to do editing, sound design, and what do you call it? Editing, sound design, and cinematography. Well, so long story short, okay, I'm too slow. You know, so hopefully in the next 6 months, I'll just say it right now, because there's no point trying to hide, but I'm hopefully in the next 6 months, like, I'm not working my job anymore. So basically I work on planes. That's what I do for, like, my job, and I fucking hated it, because I couldn't, like, I didn't have really any other skills, I would say, and I was like taught to do that, so like that's what I did, and I fucking hated it. Not that it's like hard or anything, it really isn't actually, like, depending where you work and who you work with, and like how your like maintenance actions are done, and like how it is, whether it's just like doing inspections or like, you know, depot level. It depends on what you get. But basically what I'm trying to get to is like, that's what I've been doing for the last 5 years, and hopefully I will only do it for the next 6 more months. Then I'm done. Because after that, I'm planning on going to school. And when I go to school, shit, I just realized, like, that's where so like, I like drone stuff. So like, I want to get my degree in like drone applications. But my point of doing this is like, my hobbies are like fucking, you know, playing video games, watching like, you know, TV, movie, anime, like fucking those are like kind of like my hobbies. So I'm like, honestly, the point of this channel is just for me to like, essentially like just keep doing my hobbies in my free time and see if it goes anywhere. Like let's say hypothetically, you know, I can't work at Amazon Air, like, which is my current goal, you know, but I do good enough on these and I got hired through somewhere, like, which I doubt, but like something like that happens, and I'm probably just gonna do this instead because I actually enjoy it more than. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy doing like drone shit and fucking with drones and stuff like that, but this is just more fun playing video games or playing with anime stuff. Like, it's just more, you know, it's just more fun than some of this stuff. But I just realized I'm not even talking to my microphone, and I just hit my like little shitty fucking table thing. It's really inconvenient not having a desk. Like, I completely forgot how this felt like, because when I used to fucking do these videos at first, like back like, you know, over 10 years ago, I would like have my laptop on the ground connected to the Dazzle, and I was using, at first I used like the built-in microphone, but then after that I used a what do you call it, it was a like a shitty, I think it was like called it wasn't ATX, it was like ASB or some bullshit like that. It was like this terrible microphone I bought off Amazon, and like it would like have like this like noise over under everything. It was like the worst fucking thing ever. I used to record it like that, and I was surprised people were watching my videos. Like, people were like, "Oh yeah, I'm enjoying it," blah blah blah. I was like, "Why are you
Sorry,
watching
I tricked
this? This
you.
thing's fucking trash."
But thanks for clearing out the geckos. Now I can get to that stash up there. After I deal with you.
No, why? Sir, I thought we were friends. Oh, this feels terrible, dude. I can't believe I killed this man. Who am I, God, to decide the fate of a man? Oh, his head's gone. Oh well. Take that. Metal spoon. How does this weigh half a fucking pound? Well, actually, I'm just assuming it's pounds because I'm American, but like, let's be real. Come on. What are we gonna measure in? In kgs? This is Fallout, not fucking, you know, UK out. I don't know. Fucking, I don't know, bro. Can we hit Q, please? Thank you. Yeah, so we can either walk back or we can just, you know, fast travel. So, did I discover the jeans place in this save? No, I did not. Let's go do that real quick. Yeah, but bro, it was crazy. It was like, I'm looking at my screen, I'm like, what the fuck? 15 minutes to upload a fucking hour video? Bro, that's crazy. I was like, I couldn't imagine like having that. Like, I remember like trying to watch like fucking like Soro no, was it Otishimo? Like Soro no Otishimo, or like Heaven's Lost Property. Like, I remember trying to watch that, and it was like, so like, was that 2010 or so? I don't. So like, if you, for those of you who don't know, like before Crunchyroll was like, you know, this like big fucking main player and like streaming anime legally. Like, okay, I don't know. Actually, I don't know if they were doing it illegal, but I remember like Crunchyroll was like, because like you don't know what, like, I'm pretty sure fan subs were just in general illegal, but like at the time I remember like Crunchyroll's shitty website at that time, like it was all fan subs, and I remember like, so like I was like that guy at school who was like, just like, I watched anime and like that's what I did, because like it was like girls, you know, or not even girls, I was just like people fucking, or you know, I'm like, ew, why do I want to deal with people? So like I remember, hell, even before there was like a bunch of other sites before that, but I would like watch anime or like read manga. Like I was reading manga to the point, like I remember one time, like it wasn't The World God Only Knows. It had to be some other manga. Like maybe it was Love Hinata, like Hinata. Like I think it was that. And it was like the series had been over, I think, for a while by that point, or it was like just about to finish. And like this is like before like you had things like, you know, manga decks and shit like that, or like hell, even like, I wouldn't say Crunchyroll manga because that thing's fucking trash. But like things like before Bookwalker, which I I think more people know about it, but I remember I think even 4 years ago, Bookwalker and wasn't that popular. But like, damn, I'm over encumbered. What do I have? Nope, that didn't work. So what's my weight? 5 pounds. Okay, let's try repairing the switchblade. That is a whole ass, 1 pound. We lost 1 pound. Perfect. Let's try these 9mm. It's in perfect condition. God, I have like the fucking worst weight limit. Let's see what else we got. We don't have any sun. No, that didn't work either. Like, bro, I don't even have enough to like sell things. Like, we'll drop half of these. I don't know how that's even a fucking pound. But like, what was I saying? I was talking about like Heaven's Life. So like before like things like manga decks and like I'm about to say a name like so I used to read The World God Only Knows on like Red Hawk scans, and I don't even think they fucking exist anymore. Like, I think they like permanently shut down a while ago. But like I think that was like maybe Generation 2 or Generation, I don't remember what it was. But like things I remember like using like Manga Fox, and they were new. And like even before that, you were like using like Rizion or whatever that site's called, or like some site, and it was like you would like enter like into a chat bot, and it literally would like give you like the chapter. It would tell you like how long until a chapter's updated or some shit like that, or it would give you the site to like read the chapter, or like a link, or like it would give you like a download. That's what you would do to read that chapter. But I remember like at some point like it was like I was like, man, these are taking a while. And, like emailed it because I was saying before, like that's what you did. You emailed. You didn't like hit up. You had no DMs to fucking slide into. Like there was no DMs to slide into. It was just chat room, and you direct message in the chat. Well, yeah, that's still a DM, but it was like I don't even think they saved, but whatever. They were fucking DMs, but like if you didn't like there was like DMs and AOL chat, then there stopped being it, and it was only emails. And then like I emailed like a dude saying like, hey, look, I fucking like this series, what's going on? And they're like, oh, I have no one to work with. So I like they would like translate it, and then later I would like fucking like just like try to crop it into like the fucking bubbles and shit like that, and I'd send it back so they can like correct it. Like I used to do shit like that when I was younger.
If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends, and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not going to buy something, get out.
What the hell is your problem?
I'm the guy standing on a bar counter. Look at me. I'm over here at Ugly Coyote. Fucking... Y'all ever been at Ugly Coyote? Fucking dancing? Look, I hate Ugly Coyote. Was it Coyote Ugly? Is it Ugly Coyote? I don't remember. I fucking hate that place. Like, what's the point? Like, go to a strip club. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think it's like Coyote.
Well,
Ugly.
You've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon. Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him. He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill. You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten all he wants. Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him. Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. Was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now. All right. If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Goodsprings. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad, and they've got a lot of friends out there. Don't know why you'd want to do a thing like that. Yep, you'd get on their good side, but people around here wouldn't appreciate it one bit. He's a convict, just without the chains. Said his name was Cobb. Powder gangers is what they call themselves. Plenty more like him out there. Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor, by accident, and it hasn't been working since. They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back. That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know. I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the Strip. Fellow wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up. Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world, and that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman. I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself, which is just fine by me. Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before. It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy. It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no one knows who it was. Fine by me. Mostly traders looking to buy bighorn or meat and hides. The traders are the main reason the general store manages to stay in business. Most travelers heading south on the I-15 just push on towards Primm, unless they're in desperate need of supplies. There's always something interesting going on, but the biggest news has to be the coming dust-up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam. The New California Republic's got the most power in Nevada. Money, troops, you name it. They do what they can to keep things safe in the region, but if you ask me, they're trying to do too much. They're spread too thin. I'm pretty sure the NCR wants to hold on to the dam because it's one of the few places around that can make electricity. The Legion are a bunch of savages, though. No idea why they'd want the dam. Probably plan on destroying it or something. Slavers, killers, and all other kinds of trouble. They dress up like Roman soldiers, so there's no mistaking it when you see them. The rumor is that the Legion is far larger than the NCR lets on, and that it's been due to luck that the Legion hasn't overrun the territory. Be careful out there.
Alright. Oh, we got level 2, so, what did I get? 5 skill points, I think? No, 11. So what do we got? Let's do 5. And, there we go. Something that's just not gonna help us either, though. This doesn't help at all, really. Your Pip-Boy light's enough, so that's why I picked that. Like, remember, I'm trying to just inconvenience myself. So, I think I was talking about, like, after I talked about Time Warner and shit like that, yeah, like AOL and shit like that, like, yeah. We had DMs on AOL chat, but it was like, granted, like, I was like a kid who was like doing stuff he shouldn't be, like I was just like using shit. I was like, I shouldn't. I had no reason to be using AOL chat. I just did it because it interested me. But nah, it's like whatever. Let's go talk to this dude because it's gonna be.
That's
a whole
close
thing.
enough. Who are you, and what do you want with me? Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. Let's say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan. You know how to play? Yeah. He doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I could handle all of them in a gunfight. I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own. All I've got left on me are a handful of caps, but you get me out of this and I'll make sure the Crimson Caravan pays you back. You've got my word. We'd just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board... Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
I mean, I didn't expect you to kick me out the conversation.
So what's going on?
Alright. What the fuck? It's like the weirdest thing, like... So, like... That, so I was about to talk earlier about, you know, like, show, don't tell.
That's close enough.
Rick's gonna talk again.
I'm gonna lay low.
Okay, there we go.
My caravan was on the return trip from California and heading back to the company branch in New Vegas when we got jumped. Not even a drop your weapons and hands up before the bullets started flying. We put up a good fight, but there was too many of them. I took a few of the bandits down before I ran, so I figure their friends are out for revenge. Oh, sorry. I thought everybody knew already. I'm a trader with the Crimson Caravan Company. I'm, staying in town for a bit.
Yeah, now everyone knows, because now everyone has all the gray matter in their fucking head, asshole.
Did you want something else? Like I said, I'm not from Good Springs. I'm a trader with the Crimson Caravan Company. It's a two-player game, and the winner takes the whole pie. You build a caravan using the cards in your deck. The goal is to create caravan bids that beat your opponent's bids, so there's more strategy than luck involved. It's why you won't see caravan in any casino. Too slow-paced, and more importantly, no house edge. Here, take this holotape. It goes into more specifics about the rules. You'll also need a deck, so take one of my spares. So, you feel like playing a game? Just keep an eye out for them while you travel. I've found cards in old boxes or forgotten on shelves. Can find some for sale, too. All right. I've never stopped here until recently. You're better off asking one of the locals. It's been in business for a very long time, and it's probably the biggest trading outfit in California. There's a branch up in New Vegas, but it hasn't been doing so well. Word is that the big boss herself, Alice McLafferty, is coming in to fix things. I'm still laying low. All I've got left on me are a handful.
We're right through this part. Yeah, so... Yeah, I was gonna say, like, this game has a thing of, like... It tells you everything, and instead of showing it, like... You don't see really the difference between, like, the NCR and, like, the Caesar's Legion, like, mass amounts. Like, you'll see the same amount of both, like, groups patrolling. Like, you don't see, like, the NCR being super huge and the... Like the Legion, because you got like Camp McCarran, and then you got like, you know, not Searchlight, Cottonwood Cove. Like they're both pretty big. Like it really doesn't make it. Well, I mean, if you're trying to go with the point, like it says the NCR is the biggest, unless like they're trying to imply like that's a lie, and then later you see Caesar's Legion because they both look equal. But like you get mixed things about like saying how saying one's bigger than the other, and like it doesn't really show it. Like this game has a very big habit of fucking like telling and not showing, and like usually you don't do that. You try to avoid doing that. You want to show it. You want to like build that up with the world itself rather than exploiting it. The thing is, like, I would prefer that. I really would. But then later, you know, I play fucking, what's the other one? Fallout 4, and it still explains things. That game came out 5 years after this game, half a fucking decade, and it's actually either, I don't remember if it came out 2015, 2016. I'm pretty sure it was like November 2015. Yeah, it was no, it wasn't even November. It was like maybe honestly like September to November. I think it was like November, like maybe like 18th of 2015 or something like that. It came out. I didn't play it until maybe June of 2016, and bro, like this game just said shit and really didn't show it. I mean, I've been thinking about doing a compare and contrast video between the two, of like showing not telling. And then I've been like, I'm thinking about after like these next 6 months, and I come back from like my like this, basically I'm like working overseas now for this job like opportunity, and hopefully I earn enough money on it, but working on the thing. But like after I do that, I want to do like a comparison. I want to play Outer Worlds, I think it's called, and to do comparison and contrastion between like this, Fallout 4, Fallout 76, then like Outer Worlds. I still haven't touched Outer Worlds, and I really want to do like, because from what I've heard, some people say it does a really good job of like not explaining things, and I just haven't, like, since it came out. I think it came out last year. I haven't asked anybody about this game, and I've been just saving it to play it. So when I play it, I'll be able to make my own opinion and be like, yeah, this is what I think about it. Because I'm a very firm believer of like show don't tell, but I can understand when the situation calls for it and why they don't do it, as long as they do it in a very good way. Because like in New Vegas, they do it in a very natural way of like explaining like, this is how the world works and this is what we think. Because you heard her, she's like, I heard them say this, like it's like a rumor. It's not she's saying this is the definitive answer. Whereas I know Fallout 4 does that, and it's not true. So I'm gonna stop it right here, because I'm really annoyed at not hearing the game, and I'm thinking about buying headphones now, so I can just plug it in real quick. So I'll be back soon. Why did I turn off my light? That's the wrong button. Alright, it's just not doing it.